Can you hear me on this microphone? Okay. We'll go out and reverence the tabernacle.
Jesus walked this lonesome valley. He had to walk it by himself. Oh, nobody else could walk it for him. He had to walk it by himself. I am a witness to the fearless death and greatest gift of forgiveness. I am the cross. Some people think about me a lot, but not most people. Still, once a year, usually on Good Friday, a great many will stand in line just to show their respect for me. I don't really know why. Frankly, I don't think some of them understand why they do it either. Maybe it's because other people they know are doing it. Or maybe it's something more. Perhaps, even though I am just wood that was fashioned as a cross, circumstances turned me into something else altogether. You see, some soldiers forced a man to pick me up and carry me. At least I thought it was a man underneath all of that blood. It was a terrible sight. He was very weak from the cruel treatment and torture that he had suffered, so weak, in fact, that he kept staggering and falling. The soldiers got tired of that and made someone else help him. There were so many people watching us. Some were crying, but far more were spitting and yelling. Then we got to the top of a hill, and a horrible thing happened. The soldiers nailed the man's hands and feet to me. We screamed together in pain as we were nailed together, he and I. I witnessed the most incredible strength from this shell of a man hanging on me for hours. He called out and asked his father to forgive the people who did this to him. How could he forgive them? I didn't understand. He lifted himself up in agony just to draw a breath and said to another man hanging on the cross next to us that today he would be with him in paradise. I wonder what he meant by that. Later, looking down at a man and a woman who sobbed as they stayed with us, he told them, "Woman, behold your son. Behold your mother." He said only a few other things. These I thought I understood, but I really can't be sure. My God, why have you forsaken me? I thirst. It is finished. One of the soldiers came back and pierced his side with a lance. Blood and water flowed out of him and down me to the earth. Finally, some people came and gently removed his body from me and took him away to bury him. I am just wood that was fashioned as a cross, but now I am something more. I was and always will be a witness to what happened on that day. It was the greatest act of unselfish love, the most courageous act of obedience, the most incredible act of heroism and forgiveness that the world will ever see. Maybe that is why people stand in line to show their respect for me. Because it isn't about me. It's about the man who carried me. Christ speaks. These 14 steps that you and I are now about to walk, you do not take alone. Well, that's awkward. I thought I turned that off. Let me begin again. These 14 steps that you are now about to walk, you do not take alone. I walk with you. Though you are you and I am I, yet we are truly one Christ. And therefore my way of the cross 2,000 years ago and your way now are also one. But note this difference. My life was incomplete until I crowned it by my death. Your 14 steps will only be complete when you have crowned them by your life. The first station, Jesus is condemned. We adore you, O Christ, and we praise you, because by your holy cross you have redeemed. In Pilate's hands, my other self, I see my Father's will. Though Pilate is unjust, he is the lawful governor, and he has power over me. And so the Son of God obeys. I can bow to Pilate's rule because this is my Father's will. Can you refuse obedience to those whom I place over you?
My Jesus, Lord, obedience costs no more.
For me, costs an act of will, no more. And yet not hard it is for me to bend. Remove the blinders from my eyes, that I may see there is beauty in my head, and all
The second station, Jesus takes his cross. This cross, this chunk of tree, is what my Father chose for me. The crosses you must bear are largely products of your daily life, and yet my Father chose them too for you. Receive them from his hands. Take heart, my other self. I will not let your burdens grow 1 ounce too heavy for your strength.
My Jesus, Lord, I take my daily cross. I welcome the monotony that often marks my day. Discomforts of all kind, the summer's heat, the winter's cold, my disappointments, tensions, setbacks, and cares. Remind me often that in carrying my cross, I carry yours with me. And though I bear a sliver only of your cross, you carry all of mine, except the sliver in return. To you, God, who has us.
The third station, Jesus falls the first time. We adore you, O Christ, and we praise you.
Because by your holy cross you have redeemed the world.
The God who made the universe and holds it in existence by his will alone becomes a man too weak to bear a piece of timber's weight. How human in his weakness is the Son of God. My Father willed it thus. I could not be your model otherwise. If you would be my other self, you also must accept without complaint your human frailties.
Lord Jesus,
How can I refuse? I willingly accept my weaknesses, my irritations and my moods, my headaches and fatigue, all my defects of body, mind, and soul, because they are your will for me. These handicaps of my humanity, I gladly suffer them. Make me content with all my discontent, but give me strength to struggle after.
Lord, I need you.
The fourth station, Jesus meets his mother. We adore you, O Christ, and we praise you.
Because by your holy cross you have redeemed the world.
My mother sees me whipped. She sees me kicked and driven like a beast. She counts my every wound. But though her soul cries out in agony, no protest or complaint escapes her lips or even enters her thoughts. She shares in my martyrdom and I share hers. We hide no pain, no sorrow from each other's eyes. This is my Father's will.
My Jesus, Lord, I know what you will tell me. To watch the pain of those we love is harder to bear. To carry my cross after you, I too must stand in motion suffering from your kindness. The heartaches, sickness, and grief of those around, and I must have the last I do believe for those who love you, all
Things work together unto The fifth station, Simon helps Jesus carry the cross. We adore you, O Christ, and we praise you. My strength is gone. I can no longer bear the cross alone. And so the legionnaires make Simon give me aid. This Simon is like you, my other self. Give me your strength. Each time you lift some burden from another's back, you lift as with your very hand the cross's evil weight, awful weight that crushes me.
every time I
Pick up objects off the floor, assist a child with some small task, or give another preference to the traffic or the store. Each time I feed the hungry, clothe the naked, teach the ignorant, or lend my hand in any way, it matters not to whom. My name is The sixth station, Veronica wipes the face of Jesus. We adore you, O Christ, and we praise you. Can you be brave enough, my other self, to wipe my bloody face? Where is my face, you ask? At home, whenever eyes fill up with tears. At work, when tensions rise. On playgrounds, in the slums, the courts, the hospitals, the jails, wherever suffering exists, my face is there. And there I look for you to wipe away my blood and tears. The seventh station, Jesus falls a second time. We adore you, O Christ, and we praise you. This seventh step, my other self, is one that tests your will. From this fall, learn to persevere in doing good. The time will come when all your efforts seem to fail, and you will think, I can't go on. Then turn to me, my heavy-laden one, and I will give you rest. Trust me and carry on.
Give me your courage, Lord, when failure presses heavily on me, and I am desolate. Stretch out your hand to lift me up. I know I must not cease, but persevere in doing good. But help me, Lord. Alone there's nothing I can do. With you, I can do anything you ask. Only this I want, was to know the Lord, and to
The eighth station, Jesus consoles the women. We adore you, O Christ, and we praise you. How often had I longed to take the children of Jerusalem and gather them to me, but they refused. But now these women weep for me, and my heart mourns for them, mourns for their sorrows that will come. I comfort those who seek to solace me. How gentle can you be, my other self? How kind.
My Jesus, your compassion and your passion is beyond compare. Lord, teach me, help me ever, when I must stand with those who hurt me with their ridicule, those who misunderstand, or hinder me with some big guiding helpfulness, those who intrude on my privacy, and help me hurt my tongue.
ninth station, Jesus falls a third time. We adore you, O Christ, and we praise you, because we are completely drained of strength. I lie collapsed upon the cobblestones. My body cannot move. No blows, no kicks can rouse it up. And yet my will is mine, and so is yours. Know this, my other self. Your body may be broken, but no force on earth and none in hell can take away your will. Your will is yours.
My Lord, I see you take a moment's rest and rise and stand around. So I do, because my will is mine. When all my strength is gone, and guilt and self-reproach touch the earth, and seem to hold me fast. Protect me from the sin of Jews, save me from despair. Lord, never let me feel that any sin of mine is greater than your love. No matter what my past has been, I forgive you.
The 10th station, Jesus is stripped. We adore you, O Christ, and we praise you. Behold my other self, the poorest king who ever lived. Before my creatures, I stand stripped. The cross, my deathbed, even this is not my own. Yet who has ever been so rich? Possessing nothing, I own all, my Father's love. If you too would own everything, be not solicitous about your food, your clothes, your life. The 11th station, Jesus is nailed to the cross. Can you imagine what a crucifixion is? My executioners stretch my arms. They hold my hand and wrist against the wood and press the nail until it stabs my flesh. Then with one heavy hammer smash, they drive it through, and pain bursts like a bomb of fire in my brain. They seize the other arm, and agony again explodes. Then raising up my knees so that my feet are flat against the wood, they hammer them fast too.
Whatever sickness, torment,
The 12th station. Jesus dies. We adore you, O Christ, and we praise you. The cross becomes a pulpit now. Forgive them, Father. You will be with me in paradise. There is your mother. There your son. I thirst. It is complete. To speak, I have to raise myself by pressing on my wrists and feet, and every move engulfs me in new waves of agony. And then, when I have borne enough, have emptied my humanity, I let my mortal soul, my immortal life, depart.
My Jesus, God, what can I say with you? I offer you my death with all its pains, accepting now the time of my death and sword for me. Not twice a single instant would I lengthen my life's span. I offer you my death for my own sins and for those of all humanity. My God, forsake us not. We know not what we do.
The 13th station. Jesus is taken down from the cross. We adore you, O Christ, and we praise you. The sacrifice is done. Yes, my Mass is complete, but not my mother's, and not yours, my other self. My mother still must cradle in her arms the lifeless body of the son that she bore. You too must part from those who you love, and grief will come to you. In your bereavements, think of this. A multitude of souls were saved by Mary sharing in my Calvary. Your grief can also be the price of souls.
I beg you, help me to accept the pardons
When friends go away, my children leaving home, lost the bond, and dear ones, you shall always to yourself.
Then give me grace to see,
As it is pleased you, Lord, to take me home. I bow to your most holy will. And if by just one word I might restore the laws against you, I would not speak. Grant me to
Set a fire down in my soul that I can't contain and can't control. I want more of you, God. I want more of you, God. Set a fire down in my soul that I can't contain and can't control. I want more of you, God.
The 14th station, Jesus is laid in the tomb. We adore you, O Christ, and we praise you.
because by the cross you have redeemed the world.
So ends my mortal life. But now another life begins for Mary and for Magdalene, for Peter, for John, and you. My life's work is done. My work within and through my church must now commence. I look to you, my other self, day in, day out from this time forth. Be my apostle, victim, saint.
My Jesus, Lord, you know my spirit resists willing. The teaching you could not impart, the sufferings you could not bear, the works of love you could not do in your short life on earth. Let me impart and bear and do for you what I have nothing.
I told you at the start, my other self, my life was not complete until crowned by my death. Your way is not complete unless you crown it by your life. Accept each moment as it comes to you with faith and trust that all that happens has my mark upon it. A simple fiat. This is all that it takes. A breathing in your heart. I will it, Lord. So seek me not in far off places. I am close at hand. Your workbench, office, kitchen. These are altars where you offer love, and I am there with you. Go now, take up your cross, and with your life complete your way.